Master Druid Game. Modern life is fantastic. Compared to how we lived a few hundred years ago, this is like heaven. Imagine having a horrible toothache a few hundred years ago. The only option was to yank it out. No anesthetic. That wasn't used until the mid-1800s. Before that, if you had a broken bone, you just had to pop it back into place. Once upon a time, there were these guys who called themselves druids. Maybe you've heard of them. These guys were the high priests of the locals, and to become a druid, you had to study a lot. But these guys, the druids, didn't allow writing. You had to keep all that information up in your brain. Modern humans are, more or less, on a spiral downward in many ways. We think less and less. We outsource both work and thinking more and more. The go-to question for salespeople and seducers is, what do I say? Or how can I tell person X to get a specific result? You've likely heard of the halo effect. That pretty people get a lot better results a lot easier than non-pretty people. They've even tested this out. Good-looking guys and girls go on job interviews and purposely give dumb answers, but they get hired more than normal people who give intelligent answers. But this halo effect is usually only associated with looks. This is easy since most people today have very little game. Not just romantic game, but any kind of persuasion game. But there is a much deeper halo effect. The kind of cult leaders and natural leaders. So all you need to do is walk into a room and people will notice you. Your inner energy which drives your outer behavior. That's kind of a vague and unhelpful term, inner energy. More accurately, it's how you think about yourself. Yourself related to your current environment. Yourself related to your future. If you walk into any social environment hoping to get accepted, everybody will notice this, at least on a subconscious level. This is why relying only on words misses a huge piece of the puzzle. This type of deep communication was normal for most of human history. But most people today can't think without checking their phones for verification. This kind of thing utterly destroys your inner game. If you knew you'd be successful, people would know that. People would sense that before you even spoke. More importantly, this would give you alpha energy. People would look at you and know that you are different than everybody else. They would know that you've got something nobody else has. They would feel that you don't need a bunch of words, which will make you vastly more attractive than anybody else. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/alpha-mindset.